Good morning, Scorpio. I am your reader, Melissa Joy, and welcome to my channel, Joy to the World. I'm happy to have you here. Now, I'm wanting to see what the message is coming forward for you guys. I can sometimes see that there's a bit of a disconnect going on at this channel, and I'm like, what is that about? And like, bring forth the fierce, bring forth the strong, not just the happy and the gold. Happiness is fierce. Self-assurance and wholeness, fierce. Because being able to be that in this modern world that is going on is powerful. You want to step into your power? Do you want to step into your power? Are you ready for your liberty, Scorpio? I would love to see it come forward for you. And you're like, yes, right there, right there. Help me find my way. Help me find my way to my power. And see, I see peace and pleasure on the face. I see a lot of scorpionic energy. It's very interesting. Look at the hair. That's a lot of vagal nerve. That's a lot of glory of like, I've gotten really good at who I am and what I've done. But tell me more. Tell me if there's more. Tell me if there's more for me to have. I would go over this rather than this. See, because that's just cinder and ash. That's vapor. That's things that you burn through. You tasted like one and done. I'm gonna have this and then leave that behind, and I don't know what all that is, but look at this. Your power goes with you. Your beauty goes with you. You're a mover of mountains. Mover of mountains. So apparently you might have thought it was just the vista, the environment around you, but I feel you. There are these folds of time. There's so much more. And Scorpio is actually only 7 days. The zodiac sign, right? And because it's mostly a fucus, and it has that little bit of window of all scorpionic and all this vagal nerve, and it has a whole lot of Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is the 13th zodiac. That's why it's buried and hidden and people don't hear about it, and they tell you that 13 is an unlucky number. It's the secret chamber. It is the rest of the story. It's like if you think you're living a big life now, it's so small compared to everything else. The grandness of life, there's so much more. The things you didn't know about yourself, and you didn't even know to know them. The things that hadn't even shown up on your radar yet. The hidden in these folds of time. There is bounty and blessing and union and wholeness coming in here. And it's your birthright. It is your birthright to awaken that. All the seasons of life. Juicy, divine, delicious, all the seasons of life. Always being able to be beautiful, man or woman. Because beauty is like the zenith, the pinnacle. To feel connected to yourself at all times. To show up daily, yeah. Let's see about that showing up daily and that Ophiuchus. But anyways, that's why 13, pardon me, I'm not crying, I am sweating, is a lucky number. Because it's hidden in plain sight. It's that wrinkle in time that, if you get all full like, yeah, I'm living the life, you don't even notice the sign on the side of the road that says, hey, you can get on the off-ramp here and we're going to begin to spiral up, because that's what Ophiuchus is. It's when all the wounds, hurts, and pains of yours become beauty and bounty. It's like when the shiz in your life gets composted down and it gets put on the garden, you're going to have lots of bounty and flowers. It begins to bring to life in a way, pardon me, ants, in a way that you didn't know you could experience. I'm talking about master of your soul, captain of your ship, anything else here for Scorpio. Let's see what Scorpio I see. Hang on. 5 of Wands, 8 of Discs, 7 of Cups. We're going to reach into a different deck to get a little bit more, because it's a bit of like, I don't get what you're saying, Joy, why this should even matter to me. Why it should. Because when you're already in this leadership and you're in this place of power and position, you're like, well, why would I want any more? And it's not more, it's plenty. Because you might have more of what the world has put as a checklist, okay, of accomplishments and things, and feel very satisfied by that. I mean, it's obvious you've had a lot of that going on. But here's this thing that you're pointing to, that you're wanting to connect with, that you're wanting to find out, how do I catch this? And I would dare say, don't catch it. Let's awaken to it. Let's go into the heart of the matter here and get into the heart, out of the groin and into the heart, because the heart is where that DNA spiral begins to come on out and issue forth to call out for things that are in your bloodline that you didn't even know. It would be like this, Scorpio. If some family member that you didn't even know you had passed on and had left you an inheritance, and you're just going to go, no, I like everything that it's offering, but I'm just going to say no because I didn't know that was there for me. I didn't know that person. I didn't know that was available to me. Yes, you do. Part of you does. And it's saying, let it come on in. Let it come on in. Get rid of this old bondage. Because what can seem like, you got it spinning, you got it going, it's not showing up as that. See how little it is when you live within the measures of what the world says is the shebangles, what it says is arriving, what it says is being a boss, a banger, a slinger, or whatever else. This is all it is. Look how limited. You see the fence, you see the shoddy fence even going on. They're like, to spirit, to divine, to your whole self, to this part of you. It's like, man, that's so shoddy, that's so crappy, that's so low end. There is so much more. Here's this big door, this big passageway to move into. And it's talking about the eye of your heart, the eye of self. Let the glory in and watch how it breaks down those mountains and it moves them out of your way. And you have this big aha and epiphany moment, and all this magnificence begins to flow into you and awaken, because you were like, I couldn't see the door. I didn't know the door was there. And if you're someone who's ever seen the movie Labyrinth with David Bowie in it, that's the thing. You can keep going down the corridors like everybody else, finding your way out and going, look, I did it. And you just find your way back out into another field. And it's like, well, what is that? Or another forest, where he turns and he faces one of the walls and it just opens before him. And behind there is the magical world. Inside there is all the magical creation. All right. Well, I hope that serves you well. I hope you like it. Chat with me down below. Stop on by again. Give me a thumbs up if you thought we were getting on the joy train here. I love you. Bye.